Hi, my name is Joseph Alai. Welcome to my channel. And today I want to talk about completely defying the facts. And I want to show you a little story or tell you, let's see if I can get a good picture of this, how this box has anything to do, and that whiteboard, that beautiful, beautiful whiteboard right there, that's not yet put together, at 8:30 at night, mind you, that's an important facet to this story, how that has anything to do with complete disregard or complete defiance of all human facts. And I think you're gonna like this. So let's just jump right into it then. It's a story, and I wanna kind of take you along with me so you can get the idea of what it's like to defy the facts and how I ended up getting a manifestation despite regulations from corporations and all this other like crazy stuff. So, and it was unexpected as well. Basically what happened was, I've been talking for a few weeks now about the changes that are coming in my channel in the year 2020, or even for the decade of 2020. And so there's going to be some cool stuff involved, right? Like I want to go a little bit more in depth and step by step on manifesting anything that you want, because let's face it, that's my strong suit, right? Systematic breakdowns of manifestation techniques, how it works, why it works, what doesn't work, what to avoid, what to run for the hills from, and such and so forth. So in that process, right, one of my favorite videos is the one that is, I think it's like I am, and the difference between an affirmation and how to really impress your subconscious mind using words. And in that video, I use a whiteboard. And so back in college, when I was tutoring, I used to tutor Calc 1, Calc 2, Calc 3, Calc 4. And a lot of that stuff, I love teaching through whiteboard. And there's just something about it I freaking love. And so that video itself, the affirmation one, was really powerful, really potent. And so I decided that's going to be one of the ways from which I change the channel, or the way that I kind of enhance the channel, add to the channel. And so anyway, I ordered a whiteboard. I ordered it last week, and it's a double-sided one, so I can be really cool or whatever. And nevertheless, I ordered it through Amazon, and so it's supposed to take whatever. I have Prime, so 24 hours or 48 hours. But nevertheless, I guess because of how big of a package it was like I was informed last moment after I had paid for it that it was going to take multiple days. And in this case, it took, I think, 6 days for it to come from Oregon. Anyway, I was kind of let down about that because I was excited, right? I have all these plans. I have all these step-by-step videos planned and how I'm going to explain things and etc. Well, anyway, today I go grab my coffee, and not even when I get back, I get a notification on my phone, and it was essentially it was a notification from Amazon saying that I missed the shipping, that I missed signing for the package. So I was like, hold up, dog. I never said that I wanted to sign for this package. Just drop it off at my house like everything else. And so nevertheless, I was kind of upset, because then I had to wait till tomorrow to come and get it. I go home, there's no notice on my door. I'm like, what's going on here? Anyway, later on, for some reason, I get the urge to call them, right? So there's a synchronicity at play here too, which I want to draw your attention to. Over this past week, my friend was on vacation in Ukraine, him and his girlfriend. Well, his girlfriend left her good passport at his house, so a valid one versus an invalid one that had expired. And so he was calling upon me to get into his apartment, get her passport, and send it to them in Ukraine as fast as I can. The problem was that I needed their key. So the key, he sent it was on Wednesday. And it was on Tuesday, and it was supposed to come on Friday in the morning. But the problem is I guess Ukraine's FedEx system is kind of iffy. So, I mean, this is his girlfriend's words, who's from there. And so it didn't come, and it was supposed to come today. Well, here's the crazy thing. At the exact time I get home and there's no notice, I got another notification. There was a notice there that was that I missed a different package, and that was the key package. So again, signing when I wasn't supposed to sign. She didn't say to sign. I didn't say to sign for my package, right? So both of these were unsigned packages that were delayed longer than they were supposed to be. So do you see the connection here? This is what I would call an inadvertent synchronicity. Well, anyway, this is where it starts to get really, really interesting, because that's not the moral of the story. So later in the day, I hit up FedEx, or not FedEx. I hit up UPS and I'm like, yo, let me come and pick up my package. And they were like, I said, only if it's coming tonight though. And the lady said, yes, it will be here tonight. You can come pick it up before 8 p.m. And so I said, okay, no problemo. I'm going to go. I'm going to go with a friend who has a big car so I can fit this big bad boy in there. It's a big bad boy. Anyway, so I do that, meaning I had that plan. Well, I get a call at 7 o'clock. It was from UPS, and they said, hey, listen, you can't come in and pick it up. The driver took the wrong package, so your car is in a different truck. So when the dispatcher sent a message to say, hey, bring your package back to UPS headquarters, Joseph's gonna go pick it up, the wrong driver got the message. And so therefore, the other driver took it back and locked it away for tomorrow. So this is what I had found out, and this was 7 o'clock, they shut down at 8, and the UPS driver stopped driving at 6 o'clock. So I know this is a little bit, but listen to this part. So anyway, I don't have a lot of patience, and in fact, I can be, as some may say, a little harsh or a little upset. And nevertheless, I'm talking to this guy, and I'm basically explaining to him as nice and calmly as possible that not only, I don't even think the guy came to my house, but not only that, I seem to be kind of getting screwed here, I thought, right? Because he told me I couldn't have it re-delivered to my house tomorrow. I said, hey, can you bring it to my house then tomorrow? He said, no, can't do it anymore. You already opted in to pick it up, so you're basically hit with that. So anyway, really, really upset. Eyes are starting to, get really, really bugged out and burning, and I don't know if that actually happens to me, but I feel like that's what happens to people in cartoons. Anyway, so what ends up happening is I want to snap on the guy because he officially tells me we can do nothing. I said, what department do you work for? I said, are you dispatch? He's like, no, I'm customer satisfaction. And I'm like, okay. I was going to ream this guy out and say there's zero satisfaction. The guy didn't even come to my house. I was promised I can come pick it up tonight. Now you're telling me I can't even get it delivered tomorrow, and I won't have a vehicle tomorrow to go pick it up. I just said thank you, and I shut off the phone. So here's the cool thing. This is the cool thing, man. So what I ended up doing was I was on my computer a little bit after, decompressing from that, a little bummed out, aggravated. I started working on a worksheet for my game plan for 2020 to get things organized, to get my videos organized, to get the VIP program organized, just to get everything organized. Organized is better. Even imagining organized. And when I went to go do that, I started planning out the different types of videos that I was going to do. And I inadvertently began to just peacefully and with excitement visualize myself drawing on the whiteboard, right? My double-sided 48-inch by 36-inch whiteboard, flipping it upside down, all inadvertent and with joy. So I decided to go to Target. I had to run to Target real quick. It's kind of close by to my house. It's like a mile away. So I go there, I run in, I run out, and by the time I get back, there is that package on my door. And I look at it, and I was like, what? And just so we're really clear here, if I can get a good picture, it says, Mobile Dry Erase Whiteboard. So what does this mean? What happened here, right? The corporation closed at 6. This is a big company. So basically no means no, generally speaking. On top of that, the drivers ended at 6. The store, UPS store, closes at 8. They could not deliver it until not even tomorrow, but the next day. So I was told I had to go in and pick this up, right? So there was how many barriers between me and my desire, right? So in this case, I was even aggravated. I was very upset. And in fact, I don't know if you recall, if you've seen this video of mine, when I talk about the struggle of the force of obtaining my Dell laptop, and something very similar happened. And so I started getting kind of an idea that it was a replication of that. Not only that, but the synchronicity between me and my friend Austin and his key being sent here and this being delayed and the signature and this whiteboard, right? But all of those things essentially were nullified when I inadvertently started daydreaming and imagining about me already having this whiteboard, right? If you notice, some of the keys here, which I think anyway brought this all into fruition, is the non-reactive factor, whereas normally I would snap. And even in the case of my Dell laptop, when I ordered that and that went catastrophically wrong, I did snap on the guy because he told me it was going to be delivered by one day and it didn't, and it caused a whole lot of chaos. And so really what this is showing us is that things will be carried in repetition, right? But we can break the patterns that continuously manifest. If we keep acting the same way over and over, if we keep reacting, if we keep freaking out, if we keep arguing, if we imagine or we hold resentment in our mind, we fix that scene in our mind's eye and it will perpetuate over and over. There's very clear analogs here between not my last manifestation, the Dell manifestation, and this manifestation. But in the end, how many different corporate laws or how many different things were modified, removed, or added in order for me to get this manifestation? I mean, I really was starting to get overwhelmed because I was going to have to, at this point tonight, I would have been able to get someone's vehicle to go pick up that whiteboard because it's still at night. But tomorrow, everyone's at work, right? I'm the only one that works from home that I know. And so what a perfect manifestation, what a perfect gift for me to come back to my house from Target and see this thing chilling right in front of my my place. And so all things really are possible, right? This may seem small to some, it may seem big to others. For me, I was really surprised and happy by it because it wasn't even a deliberate manifestation by me. But the excitement was there, and it was probably there when I was daydreaming in my mind about writing and planning different videos for everyone to see. And so I hope this was helpful for you to kind of see how all things are possible. Don't ever listen to the facts. After you hear bad news, just automatically go to the end result. Imagine what you want, and you will begin to get it. If you act the same way, you're going to get the same results, right? So what I mean by that is if you keep reacting in your old patterns, you're going to get the old results. But if you want to get what I got, you got to do what I do, which is essentially go to the end. When you start to freak out, relax. Don't worry. You get some bad news, you know what you want. All things are possible. In this case, this manifestation unfolded so fast. And for that, I'm super grateful. So anyway, as I said, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button if you feel so obliged, hit the bell icon for more stories like this and systematic approach to manifesting anything that you want on command, and stay tuned. See ya.